Hey guys, what's going on? My name's Gus. Welcome to Gamer Glitch, and today we're going to be talking about Google Stadia, what we knew before, what we're going to learn about from the Ask Me Anything Reddit today, and probably have a few more questions towards the ends of it. So what do we know about Google Stadia right now? Well, we know that Google Stadia is a cloud-based gaming application that will allow you to play video games on your phone, or on a Google Pixel phone, the Chrome browser on any Chromebook, web browser, or you can play it on your TV through a Chromecast. You have to pay to play games on Stadia? Yes, it is not a free application. The only part of Google Stadia that is free is that if you buy a game on the Google Stadia store, similar to the Microsoft Store or the PlayStation Store, or even on Steam, you can play those games at 1080p, 60 frames a second with stereo sound on a Chrome browser, the Google Pixel phone, or even on your Chromecast, withholding certain features, which if you just buy a game at that point, being able to play the game without a subscription, even the multiplayer experience is pretty excellent. That's a step above what it's a step above what Xbox and PS4 offers on theirs, because you have to pay a monthly fee, the Xbox Live or PS4 equivalent, in order to play those games. So, what does the Google Stadia Pro subscription get you? Well, the Google Stadia Pro subscription is stated to be approximately $10 a month and will allow 4K HDR gaming and 5.1 digital surround sound. Stadia at launch, of course, has a Founders Edition. What comes in the Founders Edition will be a Google Stadia controller, a Chromecast Ultra, 3 free months of Stadia Pro, and a Battle Pass that will allow you to give 3 free months of Stadia Pro to a friend. Now, without having the Founders Edition, the Stadia controllers themselves will be $70, but any USB controller will be able to be used on Stadia, similar to the current Xbox One controllers or PS4 controllers. So a list of games that will be available at Stadia launch include Doom Eternal, Doom Rage 2, The Elder Scrolls Online, Wolfenstein Youngblood, Destiny 2, Farming Simulator 19, which we mentioned yesterday, a brand new game Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 15, Tomb Raider, the Definitive Edition, Rise of the Tomb Raider, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, NBA 2K, Mortal Kombat 11, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and more. If you want to see a more in-depth list, check out the description down below. I will have that linked for you. Okay, so what did we learn today in the Ask Me Anything Reddit? Well, the first thing that we learned today was that you will be able to maintain a friends list, create parties, as well as use platform-level voice chat on Google Stadia, which is very exciting, and knowing that it won't just be a solo gameplay experience and that this will help out multiplayer, obviously. We also confirmed today that without the Stadia Pro subscription, you will not be given access to free games. Now, in addition to this, games like Fortnite, or Epic Games in particular, have not been announced to be working with Google Stadia. As we're so far into Fortnite's life cycle, if we can even call that a life cycle anymore because it is such a massive game, that many free games will actually have to be paid for with a subscription through Google Stadia. $10 a month versus what laundry list of games that they will have available. That's a question that will have to be up to you whenever we find out what games will be available for free aside from Destiny 2. Not having to wait for patches or downloads. And as many console players are aware, those console downloads can take forever. That is just one more bump that Google Stadia has compared to a traditional console. The next question that was asked today was, is there any chance of a Steam partnership? And aside from the regular rhetoric that we received from Google Stadia, it was, we'll keep our options open. The more official statement was, my PR guy will kill me. We're always evaluating our options to make Stadia a better place for the gamer. And a big question that was asked today is, what if Google Stadia gets discontinued? What if it just stops? What if Google, the giant company that it is, just ceases to exist? The PR answer is that they are committed to making sure that Google Stadia is not going to crash and burn, and that all of your game data isn't just going to be wiped from existence. And the more technical answer that they gave in the bottom of this post was that the Google Stadia games that you have purchased are yours to play. You'll be able to download any metadata that you have received in that game and carry it across to another platform, such as Xbox One, PS4, or whatever the equivalent is at the time. Now, Google Stadia has obviously stated within this post and this answer that they are very committed to moving forward with Stadia and making sure that it doesn't crash and burn. But obviously, that's for us to decide. If there's not enough people to play on Google Stadia to create a game economy, or not enough people to be able to play video games on it and pay for the subscription, obviously those are going to factor into business cost in keeping it alive. However, the safeguards that Google has in place at this time, as big a company as they are and as how long they've kept YouTube going, I don't see Stadia crashing and burning personally. That is my opinion. There's people on both sides of the fence with this. That Google Stadia won't last long and it's not a hardware disc and you don't own the game. And then there's people across the aisle saying that this is the future. Get your pitchforks. We're waiting a revolution. So there's that. I mean, at the end of the day, in my opinion, I'm probably going to end up getting Google Stadia for the simple fact of if you can play a game and you can use it through any Chrome browser. On say Lady Reptar, who loves playing video games but doesn't really have enough time, but she can do it on the go if she wants to lay in bed and play a video game and relax, and then move to the living room and play the same video game without having to be tied down to one location. It's going to be great. In my personal opinion, Google Stadia has a very good opportunity here, as I've been a user of GeForce Now. I enjoy the service, but the concerns that I have with GeForce Now are the same ones that I have with Google Stadia. In local ISPs in my area, which is nothing but farm fields, occasional towns with great internet, and then more farm fields, well, the farm field areas don't get very good download speeds or upload speeds, well, because we're a little behind with the times. Now, me personally, I have an excellent internet connection, and I'm not concerned as far as download speeds or data caps. However, this is a potential problem for those people that get 15 downloads at best in those rural areas, and that's a large populace here in Southern Illinois. It'll be very interesting to see what happens with ISPs. Now, obviously, this came up as a question on the Ask Me Anything Reddit, and I'm going to read the post exactly because this one I do not want to TLDR. Is there anything being done to combat data caps? Or is it purely on us to converse with our ISPs? $50 extra a month for me is just to not have a data cap. And the answer that he gave today was, I can't predict the future, but I've seen that ISPs adapted in the past. I saw it when I was at YouTube, and we expect that to continue for players concerned about data usage. Will definitely have some tools in the Stadia app to manage the data usage to adapt to your new unique data situation. But I'm not sure if that will be on day one or a bit later. There's a lot of great ISPs offering plans with 100 megabits per second or even gigabit and no caps. We're seeing different progress in different countries and are certainly expecting ISPs to continually improve the services. Oh boy. Okay, so obviously that was a very PR answer that they gave. I'm a mixed bag with this one. Yes, I can concede the point that ISPs over time have become better with data and how much throughput that we have into our own networks and through their networks and how much we spend an extra month. But for those of us that are paying the bill, the parents that are paying the bill, us gamers that are paying the bill that live on our own, so on and so forth, is it really worth the extra money to play Stadia? Now, what he gives us here as far as tools in Stadia to play video games, obviously, as you lower your amount of data coming in, you lower your quality, so on and so forth. So sure, 1080p, 60 frames a second, you could probably get that down to equal a Netflix stream. So is it possible that this is something that will be able to be controlled within your family and friends options, well, that'll be a little bit later at launch. In the Ask Me Anything Reddit today, they talked about family controls as similar to YouTube TV and other Google Play aspects of control for parents. Obviously, you don't want your child, your minor, to go out and buy a bunch of Google Stadia games and just download a bunch of games. Now, for a lot of us that are looking at this right now and currently, we're over the age of 18 and we pay our own bills. So that's not too much of an issue. But for the parents, the parental controls will not be out in November. It is confirmed that those will come out later, potentially in the year 2020. So the TLDR of today, we learned that Google Stadia is going to allow you to modify your data. We also learned that we will have a voice over IP, be able to manage parties and friends, and a couple of different options that are just basics when it comes to consoles. Some things confirmed today are great to hear, but we're still left with a few questions. What games in total will eventually work with Google Stadia? With cross-play becoming a bigger and bigger thing, they've announced that they're willing to work with Xbox and PS4 to play games on Stadia. With Xbox and PS4 also looking at cloud-based options for gaming, will they allow that to work? As a consumer, I am excited if Xbox and PS4 does bring out a cloud-based gaming, but I don't want to see title firsts. For example, I don't want to see Halo only available on Xbox. That's what I'm concerned about. I don't want to see exclusives with cloud-based gaming applications. As of right now, we still have a lot of questions with what Stadia will do to the infrastructure of gaming, since it is coming from such a larger developer than, let's say, Nvidia now. What questions do you guys have? Is there anything that I missed? Please let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you guys for checking out Gamer Glitch. I'm very excited to be bringing you news Monday through Friday, right before 3 p.m. Make sure you guys let me know in the comment section down below what you want me to cover next. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Check out the links in the description to all of the socials and join the Discord to be part of the conversation. Discord.gg/TheRedax. Be sure to hit subscribe, like it if you liked it, dislike it if you dislike it.